A couple days ago, I dropped the most overpowered build in 2K history, and it's on next gen. A lot of you guys have been seeing it and have been asking me to make a current gen version. So today, I bring you guys the best post-score build on current gen in NBA 2K23. This build is just as overpowered as my next gen build. You guys aren't going to be losing any games. You're going to go on huge win streaks. So you guys are going to want to make sure to stay tuned, and let's get right into it. Here we are. We're finally making the best build in current gen. I know you guys have been waiting. I'm sorry about that. I had to make my next gen content first because that's what I play. But I finally am going to bring you guys this OP build. This first page is pretty simple. You're just going to want to put center, and then you're going to want to put right hand. It is a preference. Like if you want to be a lefty, you can. It doesn't really matter, but I did hear it's a little bit more OP to be a righty. So I would definitely recommend going right hand, and that's what I've always done too. Now for height, you're going to want to go 7'3". I know some people like to make smaller ones so that they're a little bit faster, but that doesn't matter. You're going to be able to post hook over everybody. You're going to grab all the rebounds. It's going to be the most overpowered thing you've ever seen. For your weight, you're going to want to go max weight as well, so 290 pounds. This is the same thing. You're going to be able to push defenders down. It helps you back them down in the paint, and overall, it just gives you a better strength. So go max weight. And for wingspan, you're going to want to go 8'1". This is just because it's the highest you can go. It's going to allow you to post hook. You're going to grab better rebounds. It's kind of the same thing as the height. You definitely want to go max wingspan. And for body type, you're going to want to go burly. And I know that some people say that doesn't matter, but it actually does. You get a lot of better animations. You get some more rebounds. It's easier to keep your box outs. So definitely go burly. Don't go built or skinny or any of those other things. Now, you guys are going to want to copy this exactly how I do it. If you don't do it exactly how I do it, it's not going to come out right. The build's not going to be as good. So make sure to copy exactly what I'm doing. You're going to want to start off, copy the blue that I'm doing, the finishing. Your close shot's basically your post hook, so how well it's going to go in. Your driving layup doesn't matter. Your driving dunk doesn't really matter. Your standing dunk does matter, so make sure you put that at a 90. And you're going to see why later in the video. This is really important. And then your post control, you're going to want to put that to a 95. And that's going to give you unpluckable. Now for shooting, we actually don't get any shooting badges on this build. It doesn't matter though, because we don't need to shoot when we have a 95 post hook, and we're not going to miss any post hooks. So shooting is pretty irrelevant. If there's any build that you see that has shooting, it's probably just because they want to have more like of a fun kind of thing. It's not for the build itself. And the mid-range and the free throw, you have to put those to a 55. You can't drop them down because they're linked with the close shot. So just keep them at 55. Don't upgrade anything else, and we're not going to get any shooting badges. Now, playmaking, here's where it gets a little bit interesting. You guys are going to want to put your pass accuracy to an 83. I know that doesn't seem like right because pass accuracy doesn't matter, but look, if you drop it down to an 82, you lose a playmaking badge. So you want to make sure to put that at an 83. Your ball handle also is going to have to be at a 48, and you can't drop this down. I think it's linked with post control, so just keep it where it is. Speed with ball, we're not going to upgrade at all, but look, you get Hall of Fame unpluckable on this build, and that's game-breaking. Now, this build is actually pretty good on defense, too. You get a 90 interior defense, so no one's going to be running in and dunking on you. You do get, like, a decent perimeter and steal. Not really, but those don't matter too much. You're going to figure out. You're going to want to copy exactly what I did for the block, offensive, and defensive rebound. The badges that you get, you're going to see we get a ton by the end of this upgrading because the strength gives us a ton as well. So stay tuned for that. Look, at right now, we're going to want to get Hall of Fame brick wall, which we will, so don't worry about that. Now, for physicals, we're not going to upgrade our speed or acceleration. This is because we don't need it, and we're already slow, so it doesn't matter. Our strength, we're going to put to a 95. Our vertical, we're going to put exactly as I did. And our stamina, I think it's going to go up to an 87. 87 should exactly max us out. You're going to say, why did we go 99 strength? It's because 95 strength gives you so much more points to use otherwise. If we had went 99 strength, we would have got no other attributes. So make sure you only go 95 on the strength. Now, post-scoring take is absolutely broken this year. You can shoot 100% smothered as it greens every time. That's usually what you see, like when you see viral clips and stuff. So go post-scoring take for primary, and secondary, go rim protector. The reason I go rim protector is because if you do lose the ball off some like steal or some glitch or something, you're going to be able to get it back with rim take. And let's see what the build we've made. It's called a two-way interior finisher. So it's kind of like a catfish build too. People aren't going to know that you're a post scorer, which is pretty cool. And now I have to do the badges for you guys. So for Dream Shake, we're going to go gold on this. This is going to help you like do some cool moves in the high post. Pro Touch Hall of Fame. This is going to be like the most important badge. Make sure you have that Hall of Fame. Back Down Punisher Hall of Fame. It's going to allow you to get to the spots to hook. We use that every year. Rise Up Gold. I'm not really sure about this badge. I think it's pretty good, but I'm going to throw it on gold. And then post-spin technician, we're going to also throw on gold because it's not too important, but, you know, we need it. You guys know we don't have any shooting badges. Don't stress it. It's not a big deal. We don't need any of them anyway. You're going to be just fine doing post hooks. You're not going to miss. For playmaking, we're going to throw bronze bailout, and this is just in case anything bad happens, you need to pass out. Silver quick first step because we need it, but we don't need it gold, if you know what I mean. It's not that important. Vice grip is a new badge. It's actually pretty good, so you don't get ripped off of like catches and stuff. And then we're going to go Hall of Fame Unpluckable, which is the most broken part about this build because you're not going to get ripped by guards. You're going to be unstoppable. That was the only way you could stop a post score. Now with Hall of Fame Unpluckable, they can't do anything about it. So you can just keep post hooking and they have no chance. For defense, you know it changes between 1s and 2s and 3s. It depends what you like to play, maybe even the rec. But I always throw gold post move lockdown on. This is because I play a ton of post scores. For you guys, this might not be the case, but for me it is. For box out beast, I always go gold too. That's a good badge for everybody. It just helps you rebound. Same with rebound chaser. You can throw that on silver. And I throw a pogo stick on bronze because it kind of helps with like bailouts. Brick wall, you're going to want Hall of Fame. That's the most important one. It's just going to help you guard everybody. You're going to like not lose as much stamina, which is huge this year. So out of all this, just make sure you go Hall of Fame brick wall. And then you guys are always upset when I don't give you guys the animations, which I guess is kind of fair because you do need them. Remember when we went 90 standing dunk earlier? It's because we get these animations. So with a 90 standing dunk and then being as tall as we are, we get these crazy animations. And these have been in the game since like 2K21, so they're huge. You can see them over there on the right. And regardless of what you're doing, even if you're just going up with like a dumb layup, a lot of the time you'll get these animations. So make sure to equip these when you unlock them. But yeah, here are like my post hop shot, all that kind of stuff. Jump shot doesn't matter because you're not going to be able to shoot, and you don't need to be able to shoot. Post fades, you're going to want to go Kobe Bryant. You can see how much space these create. I don't do post fades very often. They do work, even though we didn't really upgrade our mid-range. You can still do them, but they're not as effective as post hooks. This is what matters. You're going to want to go Joel Embiid on the post hook. These are unblockable. They're way up high. You're 7'3" with an 8-foot wingspan. They're not going to be able to guard these. Sorry, 8'1" wingspan. And for post hop shot, I don't ever shoot these. Like I'm never like doing it to shoot. I always do it up and under. So if you do this move and then you pause for a second, they usually jump. They think you're going to go up with it. So you can use those if you like to. Here are my controller settings. I know you guys, some of you have them messed up. You can copy these. I like vibration on. It helps you time it. Some people don't like it. I do. Shot meter, I kind of am like torn between. You can do on or off, whatever feels more comfortable. Once you get the hang of it, though, I'd recommend going off. I usually go off, so on is better at the start, though. And then you can just copy these, pause the video if you need to. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. This is the most broken build in current gen. If you guys don't mind, make sure to like the video and subscribe. We're kind of grinding on YouTube right now, so make sure to do that for me. And share this video with anyone you think would like this build. If you have any questions about the build or anything like that, anything about the game, really anything at all, just comment on the video or you can DM me on Twitter. I'll have my socials linked in the bio. And yeah, that wraps up today's video. I appreciate you guys if you made it to the end, and I'm out. Peace.
45 on my white tee, used to have this shit up on the dash, nigga. Got a lot on my psyche, on my mind, I ain't talking hats, nigga. Like I said on that Syfy, when I train, I tend to overlap, niggas. Heard them niggas wanna fight me, we grown, I don't really scrap, nigga. Been through a lot of forgetting to pray, like what do I say,